Over time, the tyranny of the ordinary leads to emotional numbness. The spark of passion, excitement, and purpose gradually fades, replaced by a sense of monotony. Life begins to feel like it's simply passing by, with each day blending into the next in a haze of routine and obligation. The deeper this numbness sets in, the harder it becomes to envision a life that is beyond ordinary. As Marcus Aurelius said, do not act as if you had 1,000 lives to live. Hi guys, my name is 𝐘𝐞𝐚𝐫𝐧 and I'm the author of this book, The Tyranny of the Ordinary, and welcome to edition 2 of this series. So today I want to talk about chapter 1, which is purpose over popularity. But before I get into the nitty-gritties of the chapter, I just want to talk about something. Like Marcus Aurelius said, we should not act like we have 1,000 years to live, because the reality is we don't. And the sad truth is we don't know when our last day on earth is going to be, right? But most of us act as if we have 1,000 years to live and 10 lives to live, right? So it's like, oh, whatever it is you're passionate about, whatever your dreams are, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it next week, or I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it when I get time, right? It's never urgent. And that's what this book is about, the urgency of success. And when I mean say success, I don't mean all the cars or the travel or the houses, no. I mean a life that will make you proud and happy at the end of the day. A life that is on your terms. A life that is not towing the status quo. A life that is planned by you and with the grace of God, executed by you and God. That is what I mean by that. As Africans, right? Especially African immigrants, we have this mindset of mediocrity. We have this mindset of settling. It's like we are happy to get the crumbs, right? It might not be for everyone, but majority of us. And I'm saying this because I interviewed a lot of people for my first book, 𝐘𝐞𝐚𝐭, and that was a trend I saw. You know, like, oh, when I was back home, I was a doctor, I was a lawyer, I was a teacher, I was a this, I was that, and now I'm here doing menial jobs. And it's like they're grateful. Don't get me wrong, you have to be grateful for everything, right? But there's a difference between gratitude and contentment, right? Being content, being grateful is like, oh God, I thank you, at least I get food to put on my table, I'm able to clothe my children, I'm able to get them a place to live. That's gratitude, and that's very good. But in your contentment, don't become complacent, right? Don't say that, okay, I make enough to be able to pay my bills and live life like a basic life, so that's good. If that is what you genuinely want and you're genuinely fulfilled, then please, by all means, I applaud you. But if you know that you were meant for more, if you know that you really desire a life that is beyond you just paying your mortgage or your rent, you just working 100 hours a week just to be able to make ends meet, if you know that you genuinely desire a life of impact, a life of luxury, a life of affluence, a life of options, right? And like I say, success is not a one size fits all. So what is success for me might not be success for you. But whatever your definition of success is, if you feel like you're not living it, then it's probably because you've settled for something beneath your ability. It was T.D. Jakes who said something. He said, don't put a full stop where there's supposed to be a comma, right? You have greatness in you. There is so much talent in you. But then society has a good way of making us feel like you can be only one thing and one thing only. So you're a doctor, that's all you can be. You're a lawyer, that's all you should be. Or you're an engineer, a pharmacist, that's all you should be. But what if I told you that your purpose can go beyond your profession? And your purpose actually does go beyond your profession, right? Your purpose is what you were created to do, what you were born to do. Your profession is what you are paid to do. There's a difference. God created you with certain skills, certain talents, certain abilities, and it was for a particular reason. We are all endowed with different kinds of things and different talents, and we are drawn to different things and for different reasons. You can probably cook very well, you can sing, you can dance, you can sew, you can even speak, you can pray, you can preach, you can teach. We are endowed with so many different gifts for so many different reasons. But most of us have sort of shelved our gifts. We've buried our talents. We've silenced our voices, all in the name of fitting in. And one phrase I keep hearing over and over again in America, especially within the Ghanaian community, is, hey, I had a sign a tio, I had a yenyan seyo. You know, so it's like you migrate to the US or to any other country. Let me say the US because that's where I live and that's where I say I would have the most experience. So you migrate to the US and whoever you meet sort of charts your course in the US. So when you meet them, depending on what they're doing and their level of faith and hope, they sort of box you, right? You come there cleaner. There's nothing wrong with a cleaning job. There's nothing wrong with any job, provided that's what you truly want to do. And if that's not what you truly want to do, I hope you're making steps to change that. But anyway, you come and then they say maybe it's a cleaning, or let's say it's a waitress job, right? And then you say that, oh yeah, okay, you start, because we all have to start somewhere. So you start as a waitress, which is fine. But do you want to continue as a waitress? Do you want to stay as a waitress? That is the question. Because how you start does not necessarily have to dictate how you end. And that's the power of purpose. You being a waitress might not be in your purpose, right? You know your bigger purpose, but then that is a means to an end. Now, most of us make our beginnings the end. Do you get it? We don't see it as a means to an end. We don't see it as a journey. We see it as the destination, and we sort of sentence ourselves to that kind of life and then live it forever. Not because we're happy or because we're fulfilled, but because we think that's all there is for us. And like I was saying, and as Africans, most of us have a mindset of scarcity. We have a scarcity mindset because most people grow up seeing scarcity around them, right? I'm very grateful to God that was not my story, but I can understand how people's story can be like that, right? So my foundation, I have a foundation, it's called the 𝐘𝐨𝐻 Foundation, and we empower women and youth. And we're having one of our events, and one of the speakers said something I thought was so profound. So he said he grew up in the village, and when he was growing up, the people he saw that were sort of popular and honored were trotro drivers. So for context, trotro is like public bus, right? So a bus driver, so to speak. So he wanted to become that because in his mind, this was the person that was hailed, this was the person that was popular, this was the person that showed money, right? Until he moved out of the village and got to the city, and he realized that trotro drivers, in terms of the economic scale, they're probably one of the least, right? What am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that your purpose is bigger than popularity. Your purpose is bigger than your current circumstances. Your purpose is bigger than you settling for mediocrity or scarcity, or you settling for the status quo. But in order to fulfill that purpose, you need courage, you need a plan, you need prayer, and you need faith. So courage, like I said in the first chapter, the first episode, you know what you want out of life, right? If someone put a gun to your head right now and say, tell me the kind of life you want to live, trust me, you will have something to say. But unfortunately, most of the time, it's not the life we're living now. So courage is sit down, take a paper and a pen, and ask yourself, what is my ideal life? If everything, like we're saying, economics, all things being equal, what life do I want to live? You write that on one side, and on the other side, you write the life that you're currently living. So for example, what is the life you want to live? You want to be a digital nomad, right? You want to work one day from Phuket, the next day from 𝐘𝐞𝐿, for the next day from Montego Bay, the next day from Paris, then from Dubai. Like, you want to just travel around the world and be able to make impact and income whilst you travel. That is your ideal life. But right now, you're probably stuck in a job that you probably don't like, but it's paying the bills, so you're stuck there. Sit down and ask yourself, how can I get from point A to point B? How am I able to, so like, one now that you know what exactly you want, the next thing is to create a plan to get it, right? And you should always realize that there's a price to pay for everything. You will have to pay that price. And the price might be changing your mindset. The price might be changing your environment. The price might be sleeping later or getting up earlier, sacrificing maybe all those branches and outings for courses or conferences. Whatever it is, sit down and analyze it. You're in point A, you want to get to point B. How do you get to point B? What are the things that's going to cost you to get to point B? And once you've decided, take action. Is it going to be difficult? Yes, because if it was easy, you'd have probably done it already. It's going to be difficult, but that's why I said you need faith and you need prayer. I'm a Christian and I believe in prayer, and I pray about everything. So once you know where exactly you want to go, you have the strategy in hand. The next thing is to take action. And take action, I mean take action. Just start. Don't now come and have to do research for another 5 years or talk to another 100 people, get 30 mentors before. No, take action. Do the smallest thing that has the smallest risk, right? Because there's always a risk to reward equation. So do the thing that you know has starts with the smallest risk. Yes, you probably have the smallest reward, but it's giving you momentum. It's putting you in the direction of where you want to go, and that is the essence of it. So your purpose is the reason why God created you. It's the reason you're on earth. And the sooner we find and develop and deploy that purpose, the better for all of us, the better for mankind. Because I always say, one of my greatest fears is that at the end of the day, I say, God gave me so many talents and I didn't use it. Like the parable of the talents in the Bible. The one who was given 1 talent and went to bury it. I don't want to be that person, and I don't think you want to be that person either. So whatever talent it is God has given you, whatever ability, whatever power, whatever dreams, goals that you have, find a way. I know it's not going to be easy, but find a way to deploy it. Find a way to make the world better, because you can dance, because you can cook, because you can sing, because you can write, because you can read, because you can speak, because you can preach. Find the way to let your purpose be your driving force, not your responsibilities, not the life that is life, and not the fact that you're an adult. Let your purpose be your North Star. Let your purpose be your compass. Let your purpose be your motivation, your push, whatever gives you the energy to be able to push towards a successful life. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.